About 15 years ago, I got some cannabis from a friend of mine. It blew my mind. And it changed my life forever. And I think it's an idea worth sharing. So I've actually bought some here to share with you today. Now, first of all, are there any police in the audience? I know you have to identify yourselves. Okay, we're safe. Here we go. This is cannabis canvas. Now, if you think those words sound the same, it's because they are. The word canvas comes directly from the word cannabis. And all canvas used to be made out of hemp. Our Afrikaans word for shirt, hemp. The Dutch used to wear hemp. It's got a long history. It goes right back to about 8,000 years BC, so that's 10,000 years. It's only been banned for the last 100 years, so that's less than 1% of our known use of this plant. So 15 years ago, being entrepreneurial students, we felt how tough and strong it was, and we started making bags out of it. We started a company called Hemporium, and back then it was the wear what you smoke market. There was no natural and organic market. The only people who had a positive viewpoint towards this plant were the stoners. So luckily we live in a country where that is a fairly big market. As we grew to know the plant more, though, we found out that the smoking side is actually, if anything, a drawback on what the plant can offer, because it stops people from seeing the other estimated 25,000 end uses for the plants. We learned about hemp as a fuel, hemp as bioplastics, medicine, obviously paper, textiles, even livestock bedding and food for humans. So this was quite interesting. We're like, wow, okay, this is way bigger than we thought. We started growing that market, and then luckily, at the right time, we also learned about what was happening overseas. So all these products are coming out of countries that have recognized the mistake made in the early 1900s when hemp was associated with its notorious cousin, marijuana. Now, that should never have happened. There are different plants. They're all cannabis, but you cannot get high from hemp, and you cannot get good fiber from marijuana. Hemp is not psychoactive. The varieties you grow do not make you high. They're grown for fiber. They look different in the field. It's a 4-meter-high, thin plant compared to a shorter, bushy plant for marijuana. And we learned that Australia, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Canada, they're all growing hemp now. And they're making products like the top left there is a door panel made for Mercedes-Benz using fiberglass instead of fiberglass. Protein-rich pastas. There's the animal bedding. There's omega fatty acid-rich oils. All your omega-3, 6, and 9 coming from hemp instead of coming from the sea, from fish. Obviously cosmetics, and then the latest is the building industry. Pretty soon, we had our own shops. We had a full range of clothing, body care products, accessories, and we were really using the clothing to spread a message, because there's no faster way to change someone's mindset towards this plant than touching and feeling. The minute you can see that, look, it's got value. It changes that paradigm. Someone's thought hemp is a drug, cannabis is a drug. There's no other use for it. It's the devil's weed. The minute you can touch and feel it, you can actually change that perception. Why we did it? This is our aim. I want to be that man. I want to be standing in that hemp field. This is in England, by the way, with their crappy climate on Mud Island. Can you imagine what hemp would do here in South Africa? And we have been doing trials here for since 1998, so 13 years. It grows up to 3 to 4 meters in 4 months. That is an incredible rate of growth. It's one of the most efficient users of sunlight, photosynthesis rate faster than any other plant. It provides way more fiber per hectare than cotton. This just gives you if we had a need for fiber, the whole picture is our need for fiber. That is how much land we'd need for cotton. That is how much land we'd need for hemp. It makes 250% more fiber compared to cotton. So basically, we would be able to free up all the rest of the land for food. Instead of getting our oils from the sea, from fish, omega fatty acids can come from hemp seed. Instead of cutting down our forests for paper, we can grow hemp. That is on the bottom right there. That's the trial crop in Stellenbosch. As you can see, the birds love it. They know. We were not happy with the rate of change. Fiber, we've got cotton in this country, we've got sisal, we've got flax. it wasn't really picking up. And we saw what happened when we went into meetings with the government and we pulled out this, a hemp brick. And we showed them this, hemp chipboard, tree-free chipboard. Next, hemp insulation. I mean, who's ever touched that horrible fiberglass stuff that's all around you at the moment in your house? You'll never get it out of your skin. It takes a lot of energy to make. This will go back to being plant food. It's warm, it's a hollow fiber, so it's very good as insulation properties for your house. So this is the hemp house in Noordhoek. We decided to walk our talk a little bit more and take it to the next level. Starting insulation, chipboard, hemp stalk. That's the Hempcrete wall over there, using lime as a binder. There's a lot of lime in this country. 50% of that wall was grown in 3 to 4 months. There's no other resource that can do that for us. We can't wait 20 years for trees to grow. We can't carry on extractive mining of clay and cement, and you're taking things out of the planet. This is about renewable resources. We did it also in a modular way. It's a much better way of building in South Africa because it can happen so fast and all your quality control goes on in the factory. It can be taken to site really quickly, and this was put up in 2.5 weeks. That's inside, obviously doing the Hempcrete walls and slowly making it into a home. That is where it is at the moment. Now we have the hemp carpets in there, the hemp curtains, the hemp lampshades are going in, the hemp bedspreads in, and I had my hemp seed nut smoothie this morning. Here we are showing hemp in its green glory, trying to get us into a renewable way of building instead of an extractive way of building. The media is loving it. They are supporting us, so we hope this message is going to really go forward, and that's us opening the gates to the hemp field. Thank you.